day.
And of course, the key thing was Hakim Danish, our points leader. He ended up back in 13th place after, you know, he had a run of 5 second places, a win in race 2 in Aragon, and then dropped to 13. But of course, he still has a handsome lead in the championship, but it has been cut.
Let's have a rundown of the grid then. One more time here in Magellan. Uriarte from Pratama and Daniel. Thompson leads row 2 from Danish and Gonzalez. Row 3's car pushing Mitani and Mounsey. Row 4, Ramastor, Tines, Morelli. Then we have Fernandez, Agostinelli and Pugliese, who managed to finish on the podium yesterday from the back of the grid after his penalty for race 1. Ramadipa, Brown and Van Kruten there on row 6, though missing Brown. Plonk, Singapong and Mononyane are row 7 with Pons Famara and Alejandro Fernandez on row 8. There is Sullivan Mounsey, the number
as qualifying. So in theory, some of them at least can go quicker. Let's see. We're ready for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 here at Mugello. The lights are out and away we go. Who makes a good start? Christian Daniel Jr. is tucked in behind Brian Uriarte, but it is the 51 of Uriarte that leads. The American is behind him. Veda
to the left and trying to keep it fairly sensible as Thompson and Singapore both switch to the inside line, nearly on the grass as they now come across the Tricolore. They're going to fan out as they come towards San Donato. Who is going to be the last of the late breakers? You've got the number 4 of Sullivan Mounsey in there too. Zen Mitani, the 34, but no, it looks to be Hakim Danish who's got the inside line. Mounsey there on the inside. He can have all the grip he possibly can from those tyres. Mounsey, the number 4, up to 4, but moment the curves when white lines will get drier, they can use a lot more of the track lap by lap as the sun starts to beat down here in Mugello and things heat up. There is Uriarte, your previous winner so far this season.
And the 34 of Zen Mitani's in second place, the Japanese, 18-year-old Japanese. And he had a fine run yesterday. He was quite close to the front, actually ended up in 8th place, but now looking really strong there in second place. The 85 of Mike Yu, it is his nickname, Kietso Singapong, the Thai rider. Fine out, look at that, it's about 10 of them! 10 of them side by side as they go over the hill.
Danish who's going to come into first up. It's started to Uriarte then. So the slipstream effect really takes old Beñat Fernandez.
That for the race, Guillaume Planck down in 15th place.
Yeah, just cruel, isn't it? The whole field covered as well by 4.7 seconds. It's just as close as it really gets, to be honest, at this stage. Fernandez just biding his time behind Brian Uriarte. A couple riders going on the green there as Uriarte just sweeps across to try and protect his line and his run out onto the start and finish straight. Now this is interesting, Peter. Look at the gap now he's managed to get through in that final sector along with Christian Daniel Jr. and Beñat Fernandez. Will the riders behind them actually catch up to them by the time we reach turn 1? Or is Uriarte going to try and pull the pin? Let's look at their lap times. A 2:02 flat from Uriarte. That, and then you've actually got Morelli at 2:01.7, but he's down in 19th place, Peter.
Yeah, and the advantage has disappeared, hasn't it? Because, you know, Singapong is already back with them. And, as you say, they entered the straight with about a 4 bike lengths lead, but that has gone. But
crucially, they weren't able to overtake him come down the first turn that time around. So they can eke out more of an advantage in the 3rd and 4th sector again, perhaps. They can start to try and make a break.
Right, so that is the 7 of Beñat Fernandez, the 17-year-old Spaniard, the winner of race 2 in Le Mans. He has the advantage for the moment. 70, Christian Daniel Jr., the American 16-year-old in second place. Brian Uriarte in 3rd, and looking right back there is Marco Morelli, the 95, the Argentine 17-year-old. As you say, Matt, almost certainly it was him who ran wide at the first corner a lap ago and lost so much time.
He's got KJ Mononyane for company as well there, who set a 2:02.1 just behind him. That's a really quick lap from the South African. We've not seen too much improvement for him so far this year in terms of his results, but he's far more in the mix than he was previously. Just off the back of this group now.
34 there was Zen Mitani. As we say, he was right at the front and just is now back in 10th place. The 54 of yesterday's winner, Veda Putih. He's got some work to do from there.
What has he got in his pocket? He's got Hakim Danish just ahead of him on the track, the Malaysian, our series leader by 23 points.
4 abreast, and it's Brian Uriarte, who has the advantage.
Oh, Sullivan Mounsey getting a bit, he's sacrificing a lot of his drive there as he was going up the inside. I didn't really think he had too much room to go.
Right, so Brian Uriarte again with the advantage, but he's already giving the slipstream to the number 7 of Benyat Fernandez.
And Mike Hugh round the moment. He's got Sullivan Mounsey, but this is the best we've seen from the British rider Mounsey, the number 4. Really good job from him. That's the kind of progress you want to see from a rider in their second year.
And the fastest lap of the race went to Ramaddeepa, down in 10th place on the last lap. So this bunch here is still going, you know, really quickly, but it has split up now. It is only like 20 riders in the first group.
And tell you what, Mike Hugh keeps looking behind him, and now it's Sullivan Mounsey who's actually last time around, because he's quite comfortable with it moving around underneath him, although that was a bit much. You got Yaroslavka pushing behind yesterday's race winner, Veda Pratama. This is what happened all into turn 1. Look at it, just get a bit... I mean, it was Pratama who just dove up the inside of everybody.
That's tight, isn't it?
That is very tight. He still managed to get it turned. I think he used Christian Daniel as a bit of a berm. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
hit his elbow.
Just a bit of rubber on leg, rubber on leg,
wow.
Definitely there. The old Alpine stars getting a bit of Pirelli.
Goodness me.
Right, so it is still the 4 of Sullivan Mounsey out front. Absolutely brilliant stuff. He has the slightest advantage over the 34 of Zen Mitani, the 18-year-old Japanese.
Go on, Sully.
Who's that wide round the outside?
That was Mike Hugh round the outside there. He keeps looking behind him, though. He needs to just eyes forward. I mean, they all do, to be honest. Like, stop looking behind you. Yeah, there's 17 other riders around you. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Who's going to lead into the final turn? It is Mounsey who leads into the final turn. He takes his sweeping line across the front of Christian Daniel, tries to get as much speed as he can out onto the start and finish straight, as the person in 3rd there is Mitani, just goes across the green. Benyat Fernandez in 4th, so they come across the line neck and neck. The American and the Brit, it's the Anglo Alliance leading the way in Rookies Cup.
And it's 230 kilometres an hour, 143 first or second gear, depending on your choice of gearing, back to 95 kilometres an hour, 60 miles an hour through that right-hander. Incredible stuff. He really is good there, which is great, but that's the first corner, not the last corner.
How many riders went so wide there? You just saw, I think it was Mounsey who went up the inside of everybody once again. Morelli, so that was the point I'm making. You know, fastest rider on track, but you've got to make some passes as Mike Hugh goes onto the gravel there. Well, Morelli will certainly make a pass there because he goes up the inside of him. He's alongside David Gonzalez, now yesterday's 2nd place finisher.
And great to see the 45 of KJ Moynihan, the 18-year-old South African there at the back of that group. He's learning a lot, running a faster pace than I've seen him all season.
Brilliant stuff from Mondignane. Come on, that's the kind of improvement we like to see as well. As we look back towards the front, Dinesh overtakes Mounsey, another rider making big improvements for their 2nd year. Up through Arabiata 2 we come, so it's Uriarte then.
Shin Daniel Jr.
He lost out last time, and it was Carter Thompson who's eyes. Hakim Dinesh, Sullivan Mounsey, Benyat Fernandez, and then just behind them, I think we now have... Oh, as they go across the grass and everything as well. It was Ramaddeepa I was looking at, the number 32. The other Indonesian rider that we have in the class is going to be Christian Daniel, leads him towards turn 1. Bertini! It was really just a year-long 4-way fight between Uriarte, Carpe, Quiles and Peroni, and then like the likes of Morelli there in the end as well. But this year, it's just all to play for now, despite... Oh, that was a huge moment between Mounsey and Benyat Fernandez.
Yeah, I saw Mounsey drift wide, and then he sort of yanked the bike back into line, and but unfortunately Benyat Fernandez was there, but they got away with it anyway. So the 54 now of Veda Pratama, yesterday's winner, takes the lead again, out onto the start and finish. Both of
them, they are going to be front runners in Moto 3. You can see him going up towards Moto 2. It's absolutely cracking, but right now Veda Pratama's just won his 2nd Rookies Cup race. He's down with Dominica.
Veda, what an incredible race and performance. Tell us how happy are you at the moment?
Yes, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And yeah, I'm very happy because I can double winner this week. It's a perfect week, perfect weekend for me because yeah, I don't know, I cannot say more, just I'm really happy. And yesterday was so good, the race, and today also good. I'm really happy, and I just cut my mustache. it's more aero.
You had a bet, and when you win, you will shave your mustache.
Yesterday, and I shaved my mustache, and now.
Looks good, so congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to say thanks to my team, Astronaut Racing team. Thanks to all my sponsors. Thanks to my family, my father, my mother, my sister, my friend. And thanks to Pak Agung, thanks to Guillermo, thanks to Pak Anggono, all, and also especially all sponsor and especially Indonesian fans. Thank you so much for thank you for support me always. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, Indonesian social media went wild yesterday. What are they going to do today?
Third and fourth. You've got Pratama and Ramadipa running in those positions. Then stand up any nation around the world, because we've got so many nationalities here this year.
That's right, and it's Sullivan Mounsey. I wonder if they've lost the British national anthem. It's a while since we've heard that in Rookies Cup. Right up it is still like 18 guys running for the win. But is it Veda Pratama with the advantage? I think it is. Veda Pratama's got his head down. He's got away. Benyat Fernandez is in second place. But Veda has stuck his head down. Hakim is going with him.
Morelli's ahead of Uriarte. Uriarte's pushed back to fifth now, it seems, as well. Peter, this isn't like a pack of wolves. It's like a rummage of vultures. It's absolute chaos.
And Danish there with a great move there up into second place. He's got to do that if he's going to chase Veda Pratama. And Veda, head down, absolutely superb. He has now 3-4 5 length lead over the points leader.
Well, here they come into the third and final, third and fourth sectors then. This is it. We're going to be all about the run to the...
That easy to pass on the run to the line here. It's the 13 of Hakim Danish.
Who is
Surely it's going to be, and Veda Pratama pulls out. Is he going to pass him? Oh, it's a photo finish, a photo finish.
What? Who will it be? Was
Pratama,
it Indonesia?
Danish. It's a photo finish for sure.
Was it Indonesia? Was it Malaysia? It says it's Pratama, but we don't know.
0.011.
But what we do know is Benyat Fernandez was third.
And Uriarte fifth, Morelli fourth. Dear, dear, dear. Mounsey 10th. He doesn't deserve 10th, does he?
No, he
doesn't.
rode
Absolutely. So, but mind you, so did the rest of them.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
all of them.
What a race. What a race, Peter.
Tinez 12th. He should have been better. Mitani 13th.
Morelli fourth.
Goodness.
That was a cracking ride in the end there. Well done, Marco.
Well, so does Veda Pratama pick up a double there?
It looks to be like he does. I mean, it says it was a 100th of a second at the line, but, you know, to the naked eye, we couldn't see in that little flash of a moment there.
It's going to be a photo finish, but, you know, it's not often that...
Race results confirmed, Peter.
Yeah.
Pratama's got it.
A double.
Wow. Then Pratama, Danish, Fernandez. Then it was Morelli, Uriarte and Karpushin. David Gonzalez, Kiandra Ramadipa, the other Indonesian rider. I mean, 7/10 off the win. That's extremely impressive as well. Christian Daniel down there in 9th position. Then in 10th, you did have Sullivan Mounsey ahead of Leo Ramastorfer, Zen Mitani, Kerman Tinez and Luca Agostinelli. Singapong, Famara and Plonk down there. Famara and Plonk, the first of the riders, just missing out on the points, unfortunately. Then onto the final page, down 18th, the last of the finishers, we have KJ Monignane, Joel Pons, Alejandro Fernandez and Urian van Kroogten. Pugliese, Brown and Carter Thompson all out of the race. What does that do to the championship then? Well then, we have Danish out front, 32 points now the gap, so an extended lead over Uriarte. Veda Pratama back in to third position, 56 points adrift, quite far that now, but never say never. Benyat Fernandez fourth, Gonzalez fifth, Morelli up into sixth then now, and then Ramastorfer just behind him. Pugliese, Thompson are your top 9. Daniel 10th from Karpushin, Plonk, Mitani, Singapong, Ramadipa, Mounsey 16th. I mean, after a performance like that, goodness me, yeah, cruel, isn't it, for this game, isn't it, for the riders who did so well. Agostinelli. It's one of those ones where if you have too big a crash at Arrabbiata, you might end up in his back garden.
That's right, but it's a lovely little village, a very old town there with some little sort of castle in the middle of it, wonderful little cafes, absolutely brilliant.
Now for the second time, the Indonesian national anthem, everybody!
So that's it. 2 wonderful races here at Mugello. We'll reconvene in 3 weeks' time for races 9 and 10 of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup for 2025. That's at the Saxon Ring. We've not